All right, hello. Today we are gonna do some cheddar turkey burgers. So sometimes people don't wanna make the switch from regular ground beef to ground turkey because it lacks a little bit of flavor, it lacks a little bit of the grease. So we're going to make some turkey burgers that you're sure to love. I actually am a feta girl. If you are a feta girl, drop feta in the comments below. I have another recipe in my 31 recipes. If you didn't grab those, just type 31 in the comments below. I'll send that one over to you too, along with this one. But this one's gonna be our cheddar. My other version is like a feta and spinach, and that's like usually my go-to. But my kiddos are picky, so they like the cheddar, so we're gonna go that route today. So just some simple ingredients just to spruce up your regular turkey burger. We are gonna be making them in a frying pan today, but these are also something that you could do on the grill. If you're blessed to have freezing cold weather like we are, I think it's like 10 degrees or something here in Michigan. You probably aren't going to be grilling just yet. So you can do the frying pan, you could do a George Foreman, whatever you wish. So basically, I've already got a couple pounds or so, 2-3 pounds of a ground turkey ready to go. And then I have some parsley that we're going to mix in. I am blessed to have the sun today though. See how bright it is? It like totally drowns me out. But I'm going to welcome the vitamin D and be okay with it, because it's like warm. There's like very few spots right now where you can just like stand and be warm in Michigan. So I'd love to see where you're tuning in from. I know we have people from all over the world. Write in the comments below where you're watching from. I'd love to say hi to your neck of the woods. If you like chives, I don't, but if you like chives, that would be a good time to maybe put some chives in here. If you're low FODMAP and gluten-free, regular old like onion flavoring, we can't really do, but you can use the tips of the chives, okay? And then, yes, ma'am, we are adding in some cheese. I'm gonna actually save some for a minute. I'm gonna kind of mix them in and then add a little bit more of the cheese. We've got some gluten-free breadcrumbs if you do need to go gluten-free. If you don't, you could use regular regular breadcrumbs. I love the panko breadcrumbs for the gluten-free, low FODMAP way, okay? And so we're just gonna sprinkle those in. And then we will put in a little bit of egg for some stickiness. I actually have one regular egg and one egg white, not because I was actually trying to be healthier, but it is a good way to kind of make a little bit less. So the reason I actually have it is because my husband left me with one egg left. Who does that? Put it back on the grocery list, right? So anyway, I digress. But so just so you know, why egg whites over egg yolks? Sometimes you try to decide. I'm not a big calorie counter, but most of the calories are in the yolk. So if you are trying to cut down, that's huge. Like for 70 calories of an egg, about 53 of it is in the yolk, and about 17, if I'm doing the right math, is in the whites, and they're equal parts protein. So if you wanna have like more protein but lower calories, that's one reason why you might wanna tend towards the whites, or a little bit of a mix, like we did here, but not on purpose. So now, those are all the ingredients. So we had some parsley, some cheddar, some breadcrumbs, some egg, and some meat. 5 ingredients or less, bad boy right here, okay? And then we're gonna get gooey, mix it up, and then we're going to fry them up in the pan. So we'll be right back once I get it all mixed up. All right, so these are nice and mixed up, ready to go. Yes, if you are newer to cooking, I just wanna let you know, yes, you just mix that all gooed up with your hands, because you're gonna have to make the patties out of them anyway, so you might as well, right? And then you make sure it's all nice and evenly mixed. We're gonna go ahead and turn the pan on. You can use oil here if you'd like. Sometimes when I cook these, we do the garlic infused oil, super yum. Today, I'm just gonna be spraying it with the pan, and then I wanna let that just go ahead and heat up for me on about medium while we make these patties. So I won't do them all on camera, but just want to make sure you're getting a decent sized patty. I usually create like a ball, and then squishing it around. These look yummy with all the little speckles of the parsley and the nice shredded cheese that will be all melty and flavorful in these when we cook them up. All right, so those are cooking up over our medium heat. So that'll take about 10 minutes. You'll flip about halfway through. This is my little tidbit for your picky eaters. So I saved a little bit of the meat out so that I could make my son, who, if he even sees that speck of green, is not even gonna try the yumminess. And all of a sudden he's stopped liking cheese. Not all that much. So even though the rest of us are going to love this, I'm just showing you that, you know, a lot of times I'll just make his stuff separate. I just put a little bit of the egg, a little bit of the breadcrumbs, and then I'll mix those up and cook those separate. I gotta tell you, this smells yummy. You can see the little bit of cheese starting to, like, a little bit of melted cheese kind of be in the pan. So it just looks yummy. And you know, you don't have to be afraid of cheese. If you do need like a lactose free or a dairy free, feel free to do that as well. But even with like low FODMAP, this little sprinkle of cheese is not so bad. If you're trying to watch your calories or something like that, the cheese is still gonna give you some protein and a little bit of flavor. So if it makes it more enjoyable for you to have the super healthy food with a sprinkle of cheese, then so be it. Otherwise, if you're not making it something that you're gonna stick to, then you're gonna revert back to your old ways in a snap. So really figuring out what works for you. And I will tell you, you can do less and less and less. It's like when you're doing your coffee, you know, start having less sugar, less cream, not no sugar, no cream. You're not gonna stick to the black coffee if you don't like it that way, or even like a significant amount, but slowly back off. Your taste buds adjust, right? You can slowly back off of having a pound of cheese on something or having macaroni and cheese every day, right? But having a little bit of cheese to enhance the flavor of your healthy food, I do it all day, every day, and I still lost the pounds, went from plus size clothing down to a 2'4", and I'm here to pay it forward to you guys. So I don't even think I introduced myself. I always am just so used to or thinking that everybody who's watching knows me. I'm Erin Moore. I'm the founder of Success with More Nutrition. If you want this recipe along with others, just write yes below. I'll send you my 31 other recipes along with this yummy cheddar turkey burger recipe, and I'll be back to show you the finished product. All right, so round 2 is cooking up behind me. I had to go ahead and have some for lunch. I'm gonna add this to a yummy salad, and then we'll have